After a long and tedious process from finding a location, health inspections, to renovations and city permits, on March 24th, the doors were opened to Taplandia, a tap house serving up craft beer, wines, cider, and so much more in Tigard, Oregon. For co-owners, business partners, and good friends, John Regis and Jack Fain, it was a dream finally realized. For Regis, who was born and raised on Guam, it was a couple of years after graduating from George Washington High School in 1997 that he made his way off island to start a new chapter. Fast forward, and Regis has made the Pacific Northwest area his home for almost 20 years. Well, it was 3 years ago when a buddy of his opened his own tap house, which motivated the former Sinahanya resident to do the same.
He kind of gave me pretty much the blueprint, and I said, I can do this, right? And during the pandemic, he was actually successful because the number one thing that was selling was actually alcohol. So it gave me the courage, having that guy mentor me, and then all of a sudden I wanted to open my own business, and a buddy of mine ended up, he said, he wanted to go in with me and says, when you have a partner, it's less scary.
So what can one expect when stepping into Taplandia?
We're always going to have that island hospitality. My partner, he's Laos, so we're both minorities out here, but we want to treat everybody to show the culture that we grew up in and provide to the people in our community. But the beers that you're going to see is going to be from Oregon to Washington, a lot of East Coast. If you're into craft beers and you're a beer connoisseur, East Coast is going to be the biggest hitter, like New Jersey, Florida. We're going to have a couple of their high top hitters of the brands that we're providing.
And this local boy made sure to include the island grub.
Out here is that people never tried the food that we have, right? The fiesta, the red rice, the chicken kelaguen. A lot of people, when they try it the first time, they say, what is that? And it's very interesting, but they love the way we make it, using the lemon, the choti, those things. But for us is when we come here, we want to provide that hospitality, the half a day.
And when I told him about the awesome breweries here on island, what are his thoughts on a possible collaboration?
I would definitely love to have a collab or having a tap takeover, right? All the beers from Guam come here. For Guam, I definitely would love to represent Guam and promote their brewery out here. If you guys decided it, please think of Taplandia first. Let me be the first one in Oregon. I'd definitely love to represent Guam for sure.
Follow the Tap House's journey on Instagram at Taplandia Tap House. And if you happen to be in the area, make sure to check them out. You can go to their website for more information at www.taplandia.com.
We stop by and say hello at Taplandia. Especially, we have a lot of locals out here that have food carts that are making their name for themselves too. So we are representing all one island, right? We're all Pacific Island, we're all away from home, but what we bring to the United States is the culture that we grew up, things that we thought from our parents, passed down from our grandparents. Come say hello, come say your half a day.
Joan Aguon Charfauros, KUM News.